to get the Zoom app into our actually so that we can actually own an account with the Zoom app. So the first thing to do is to actually go to zoom.us. You go to the website of the company. So, and when you get there, signing up for Zoom, it's just an easy process and it is free. So you'll see this link with sign up. It's free. You just click it. So it takes you directly to a page where you are requested to enter your birth date. Without that, you cannot proceed to actually get the Zoom app of functioning for you. So on that page, you are going to enter your birth date information. So let's wait for that to load. It's taking a little time. So Zoom app is a very great app that gives opportunity, not only for meetings. You can use it to chat and you can use it to make calls. So here we are. I'm just going to use a random date. Take me to next page. So after filling those information, then the continue link will be highlighted and you are able to continue. Now here you can actually opt for Zoom using your Google account, your Facebook account, but I'm assuming that I want to sign up with anyway, all my emails are already signed up with Google account. So if you are signing up for the first time, you put your email address in this place. So let me use one of my email address that I've been using very well. So then you click sign up. So once you do that, it takes you to the next page where you are able to activate. It will request you to activate your account. So here is my email account. I've actually opened my email account, so I can easily click on the message sent. Okay, so you follow the process. This is not the particular email because I've done the process before. So okay, here is the email. I'm sorry, I've clicked that twice. So once you get that done, you activate. Then I advise that you go back to the main page, zoom.us. So you can click on this Zoom icon and it will take you directly back to the main page. So on the main page, you can actually begin to do what you want to do. You can actually now join a meeting. You can host meeting, but our interest in this webinar is to actually join a meeting. I have not signed in because I've done that process before. So here is the mail. So please activate your Zoom account. So I've already done that. So it has asked me to activate and I've done the activation. So all these processes, we have not got the Zoom app downloaded into our system. So when you come back to the main page, that's zoom.us, then you just place your cursor on these resources. Then it's drop down this menu where you can see download center. So once you click on this download center, it takes you to where you can actually download the Zoom app. So as you can see here, we are now. When you click on this, it will give you a file that you can actually download and run on your system. And once you do that, you are good to go. The Zoom app is already on your system. So I already have the Zoom app on my system, so I'm just going to go straight to the Zoom app. So here is it on my system. So once you come in for the first time, once you have it downloaded and installed on your system, it takes you to this place. So you can from here you can actually join a meeting and you can decide to you can decide to sign in using your account which you used to sign in, your email account. So I'm going to sign in using my email account which I earlier used. So you can see that. So I'm requesting it to take me in now. So once it signs me in, it takes me to another page where I can actually do a lot of things, whatever I want to do in that place. So we are waiting for that page to actually load. Okay, so we are there now. Yeah, here we can actually do interest here. Interest here is how to join. So you are just going to click on this join, and then it will bring a page, or let me say an avenue for you to be able to provide necessary information for the meeting. So for this meeting I want to join, I already scheduled a meeting going on for the purpose of this video. So I'm just going to meeting ID, of course, which we always use when we want to you want to show when you come into the meeting is what I often see some people join meeting with their computer name, or they are not the best. Change this name to any name you wish to use. So I'm assuming the meeting. So I'm assuming that Esther Odiolo will joining a meeting now. So now look at this here. If you're in a meeting, it's better to click these options, because when you join the meeting, your video will not be on and your audio will not be on, so you don't interfere in what is going on in the meeting. So that's just the best option. So I'm just going to click the two options, and then I say join. So once I say join, it takes me straight to where I can enter the meeting password or the passcode. So it is after that then that I will find myself in the meeting once the host accepts me. So I've just inputted the passcode. So expecting now the meeting host to allow me into the meeting, and then we can begin to see all the meeting tools that we can manipulate when we join meeting. Okay, now so it brings you to the waiting room once the host has not accepted you, but once the host accepts you, it's trying to connect me straight to the meeting now. This just actually a little wait period because of our network in Nigeria. So we are waiting for this to take us to the Zoom meeting. So once we get to the meeting, then we are able to have access to all the meeting buttons that we can actually manipulate for our presentation. So expecting the network to favor us now to take us to the meeting. Okay, I think we are there. Great. Now we are in the meeting because I'm coming in for the first time with this email address. So it's asking me to join either with my because I have selected those options at the beginning. So it's asking me, giving me option whether my audio should go in. So I need to click this to say join with the audio. Now if you look at the down part here at your left hand side, you will see that my audio, my speaker is muted and my video is also muted. So it's just because I selected those options at the time I was joining the meeting, and this is just exactly the way we should join the meeting. Now I'm going to be showing us some buttons here which are very good for us to to know when we are participating in meeting through Zoom. So this green icon at the top left hand side of the page is where you have information about the meeting. So you can see the meeting ID, the host, the passcode and everything. So, and then here your microphone can be muted or unmuted. If I click on this microphone now, it becomes unmuted, and you can take some decisions. You can change some settings here about your microphone. You can use internal microphone, you can use external, you can use internal speakers and external speakers. So the same thing with your video. My video cannot be used now because the video is already being, my camera is already being used for the recording I'm doing at present. So now let's just quickly, for participants here, it's the host that actually have the buttons to manipulate concerning this, the participants here. Now, the one that is of great use to us as participants in meeting is this icon, chat. Now, if you want to chat, you want to send information to everybody that is in the meeting, you see up here, you see that to here is being directed to everyone. So whatever you send here goes to everybody. But if you don't want to send information to everybody, to specific participants in meeting, you just click this down arrow and then it shows you other people that are in the meeting. For instance, here we have Peter Olowe, who is the host. If I click this, whatever I send as message is going to be seen by only Peter Olowe. Other things that are useful for us here is this icon. This icon here allows you to share documents. So you can share documents right from your Dropbox, from your Microsoft OneDrive and so on, and also from your computer. And then you have your emoji like we have on our phone, which you can also use to chat here. Now, another great button that we need to really know how to use is the share screen button. Okay, it's giving me this information because the host has not allowed other people share their screen. So I'm just going to quickly do that. I'm both the host and the participants. Okay, so the host has allowed everybody to be able to, other participants to be able to share screen. So there are basically two things that we can do here when we are sharing our screen. We can actually share our whiteboard and we can share our computer screen. Now let me start with sharing of our whiteboard. Now this is your whiteboard. Sometimes the whiteboard is needed when, especially for those people who present papers who are that are related to calculations. They may want to show calculations. They may want to write, and of course this board is also very good for teaching. If you are teaching students and you want them to learn one thing or the other, which you want to show them, on the board, it's just great to use your whiteboard. So I'm going to be showing us some things here that we can do with our whiteboard. So you can actually type on your whiteboard. Okay, so I've done that. I've just typed something. Now whatever color that your text is going to take will be depend on this. So let me let me go systematically. Now you can draw on your whiteboard. Anything you pick here, if you draw, it becomes what you are drawing. Okay, so you can see. We can also do, this is a great tool for people who are involved in technical drawing related fields. Okay, so then you can stamp what you have drawn. Okay, I'm just going to do some stamping. So I'm just showing you all these because they are great tools that we can explore as academics. So you can see, now you can spotlight what you are presenting also. Anything I pick here helps me to spotlight what I am presenting. For instance, I can pick this. As I'm moving my cursor, you will see a red button following the cursor, trying to, point to the exact place where I am at a particular point in time. Of course, you can also use this, you see. So I'm trying to, immediately you click, that goes away, trying to actually spotlight a particular place. Then you can erase everything that you have done. You can, this color actually gives you the color that will show on your screen. Whatever color you pick here is the color of anything you do on your screen. So if I pick, for instance, let me pick yellow now, and let me do something. You see, my lighting has changed to yellow. So that does not apply to the text. Now, let's say, okay, it applies to our drawing. So you can undo, you can redo, and you can clear everything you have done. So that's all about our whiteboard. Now let's talk about sharing our screen. Now this is my screen. I have a document. I mean, this particular presentation, the presentation I prepared for this webinar. So that's what I'll be sharing now. So it's already prepared as PowerPoint. So I'm just going to go from the first slide. So you can see I'm sharing my screen now. So, and once you just click on your screen, or you use your arrow key, it moves to the next page. So one great thing is that this screen that you are sharing, your presentation, you can actually still do some annotation on it. So you can see the button here. So for instance, if I want to spotlight, let's assume that I want to spotlight the word presenter. So you see, I've done that. Once I click that, so that has spotlighted the presenter. So if I don't want it there again, I just pick my eraser and click on it. So whatever you are presenting, you can still actually spotlight. You can type into what you are presenting, and like that. So you come back to your mouse to be able to, use your mouse as a click. So I've moved to the next page. So you see, I've just used my down arrow button there to move. So I've moved to the next page again. So like that. So that's what we do to share our screen. And then this remote control that you see here is actually meant for the host. The host has some buttons here that he or she can use to control how participants enter the meeting and some other things. Now, other thing that is of interest to us may be this. You can actually record your the meeting. If the host gives you permission to do so. If you are not the host, you will not be able to record. Reactions here are where you can actually raise your hand, you can clap, do thumbs up, and the rest like that. Then you can disable annotation for that. That is if you are host anyway. You can hide name of annotators, and then this is also for the host. You can share sound. Now, if you have anything that is like video in your presentation and you want other participants to be able, either audio or video, you want other participants to be able to actually hear the sound. So you will need to click this share sound, because if you don't do so, other participants in the meeting will not be able to hear the sound of what you are playing. So that's exactly what I've used in this video that you are watching right now. I've clicked share sound, and that's why you are able to hear the sound of what I've recorded. So I hope that with this little information on how to join meeting on our system, I've been able to add to the knowledge we had before. Thank you. I'm just going to stop sharing this and we quickly move to how we can actually join meeting using our phone. There are one or two information that we also like to make us to realize, to know about when we join meeting through our phone. Thank you. See you in the next video. Okay, I just want to end this meeting for everybody now.